Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. Thank you for watching. This is Robbie Your Parts, and today I actually have something regarding the Subi on the battery. Things are 2017 and the battery is already dead. I've charged this thing probably 5 times max in the last 6 months because it keeps just draining out. I don't know what's doing it, if the battery is bad. I noticed the cranking amps have gone down, and now I guess it's just time to replace it because I'm getting tired of charging the damn thing. So I just hooked it up a minute ago, and you can see it's at 25%, which is terrible. It barely even has enough to even turn the car over. It's just like enough power just to keep all the accessories going and, you know, keep the ECU from dying. So this is pretty much what you do is if you were charging your battery, is have a speed charger like this, or you can trickle charge it however you want to do it, and pretty much just leave it plugged in, and you're normally good to go for a while, and it charges the battery pretty decently actually, and it worked for me. But on these Subaru batteries, I don't know if it's something, if it's a recall, because I noticed, I was reading on the, I guess on the internet, interwebs as you would say, that I guess it's kind of a known thing. So I really don't want to deal with it anymore. We're going with Duralast, baby. Just the gold, just the good old Duralast. You know, I'm not going fancy here with any Optimas or anything. 150 bucks, I believe, and it had 640 cold cranking amps. Let's see. Yeah. That should be more than enough to get the Subi turned over and power it for years to come. So what this video is doing is just pretty much going to show you how to switch a battery, which is super simple. But I guess the little thing behind this one is most Subi guys that fix up their WRX have a tune on it. And as you guys would know if you watch the channel, I do have a tune, and I don't want to lose it. But you don't really have a choice once you change your battery. So what happens is the ECU will actually stick with your original kind of base tune on it, but the actual learned, I don't even know the terms for it. Sorry for not sounding professional tech, but the tune that is learned by the ECU is kind of lost once you disconnect the battery. So it will have the base tune on it, and then what I'm gonna do is hook the cob access port back up, re-upload the tune after I put the battery, so that way everything's kind of kosher. If you guys want to see what happens, stay tuned. So to get this little thing off, there's a little tab right there, and you push it with like a little tiny flathead screwdriver, and you push it just towards the middle of that top of that, and it just pulls right off. So it doesn't unscrew like I thought. You push that little tab and it'll pop right off, so you can reuse that. And see how it's like zip tied, so that way it keeps it nice and clean. So I'll set that aside and we'll reuse it. You're now gonna undo these two 10mm bolts. I undid this one, and the thing it fell right there, so when I take the battery out, I can grab it. But they should be, you know, hand loosened by now. You don't have to use the ratchet, and just pay attention when you get the screw. Hold on to this one so that way it doesn't fall far in, you know, in the engine compartment. And then we'll take the bracket off and then pull this battery out of here. You might as well clean up the tray while you're at it. So it should look like this once you put it all in. I put the jacket back around it. I didn't cut the cord off on this one because it makes it a little bit easier to get out, so I just tucked it in there. So you're not going to see it anyway. And so opened up the terminals. We'll go ahead and just put the hooks back in right now, and then that way we can secure it down with the tie down, and we'll put the terminals back on, and we should be good to go. Here's a little trick to make it a little bit easier. Just tie the rods on there before you set it down. That way they're already hanging. All you have to do is just hook them up and then just tighten them up. You don't have to go and try to squeeze your arm down in there. See? And then all you have to do is kind of look down in there and turn it in the hole. And then once you find it, bolt them up. Alright, all buttoned up, and as you can see, the front one goes in that position right there, and the back one, if you can see it, I don't know if you guys can, it's kind of dark, but it's down in there, and there's pretty much only one spot you can put it in. But make sure when you tighten it up, it is super tight like this. This handle should not be moving around or anything. It should be moving the bit. See how that just moved? So I need to tighten it up a little bit more. But you want to make sure this thing is securely in place. Much better. Put that terminal on. Let's get it to the positive. Be careful with that because that's like a fuse resistor. You don't want to break that. And then we're just pretty much going to tighten up. Now you want to be careful not to over tighten on the terminals because it is kind of a soft metal and it can braze really easily. So just tighten it enough to where it doesn't wiggle around and secure fit, but don't over tighten them where it's smushing the stuff. All buttoned up. I'm actually interested just to see what it sounds like or if it starts or what's going to happen right now without doing the cob yet. So we're just going to start up fresh after the battery change. I do have a cob stage 1. I'm not touching the gas. I think what I'll do is I'll just let it run here for a couple minutes and let it get up to operating temperature. And then I'll probably end up, I'm gonna reflash it, but again, I was just tempted to see what happens if it ran right or not. Obviously it does. Should we go for a drive? All right guys, thanks for watching. I hope that video helped you. It's super simple. As you know, you can change your battery. You can do stuff all by yourself on your car. Work on your own car. Don't pay other people to do it. At least try it. If you feel intimidated, that's the good way to go at it. Take your time, do it right. This is Robbie, Your Parts. Remember, always live your dream. I'll talk to you later. Bye.